Went to the entertainer yesterday and they had this 4-pack on sale for £9.99, so that works out £2.50 a figure. I mean, I was really keen on this figure, the Imperial Gunner and the sort of Snow Trooper with the grey paint to it. It looks pretty good. This will be my third Rey, and this is Rose, a different version of Rose. So here's the box art. You've got the Gunner there, he looks pretty cool. Got the Snow Trooper with the new paint, Rose and Rey. Back of the box, these are the 4 figures you get, and it's Force Link. So you've got the 4 figures and bits, usual blurb. The First Order Gunner's crew, the heavy weapons emplacements that dot the surface of cruisers and installations. The First Order unleashes enormous armoured vehicles in combat manned by a crew of a specialised coordinating the movement of the complex vehicles. So he's just a repainted Snow Trooper, First Order Snow Trooper. And then you've got Rey, she's got a bit of salt on her boots, and then everyone's favourite Rose, and she has a shawl and part of her Imperial disguise. They require a Force Link. So let's get these out of the box and see, you know, how good they are. This is all the paperwork you get in the box. 3 leaflets. And then you get the 4 figures. So you get Rey, this one's such a common figure. And she's got salt on her boots. Then you've got the new repainted Snow Trooper. He looks pretty good. You get Rose with the poncho, and then you get the Imperial Gunner or First Order Gunner. He looks pretty amazing. Okay, so 4 figures, and we can have a good look at them, do some comparisons, and try the Force Link as long as the batteries are working. Alright, cheers. I mean, it's not cheers actually, it's just I'm going to stop shooting and start looking at the figures individually. I should stop waffling. Okay, cheers. I said it again. Alright, bye. Here's Rey from the 4-pack. And this is from, I believe this one's from the 2-pack. So she came with the Elite Praetorian Guard. She's a better figure actually, because this one's holster's really tight. It won't take the blaster really, whereas her one, she will. You look at the face paint. She's got a sort of more. She's got a little bit of paint on the nose as well. Whereas this one's more. She looks more rosy in the face, really. This one's got a paler face. Let's check the figures from behind. They're virtually the same. This one's got the white salt or snow even on the boots. You can see that this has got a darker colour here. This one's a lighter bluish colour. In terms of sculpting, this looks more defined. Or maybe it's just the light. Let's swap them over. But you can see her belt's a lot more reddish brown, whereas hers is more regular brown. Boots, that's the major difference. You can can see her face looks more serious. This one's hair looks slightly lighter, maybe. It's hard to tell. Okay, so that's the Rey figure. If you notice the pistols, this is the one from the 2-pack, it's silver coloured. And this one from the 4-pack is just unpainted. So I'd rather get the silver blaster any day. It comes with the other 2 accessories that all Reys come with, the lightsaber and the staff. So it's an okay figure, but it's not one we needed. Let's try the Force Link. Let's hope it works first.
I think I can handle myself. I think I can handle myself. I think I can handle myself.
Is that what she can say?
I think I can handle myself. Follow me. Well, come on. We've got to stop them. Get to the resistance base as soon as possible. I think I can handle myself.
Try this one.
Follow me. I'm with the resistance. You're going to pay for what you did. I'm with the resistance. I think I can handle myself. I think I can handle myself. I think I can handle myself. I think I can handle myself.
Let's see. So usual Rey things. Does sound like the actress though. So not bad. But we don't really need this figure. Because this is the 3rd time she's been made available. It's virtually the same thing. Okay, so that's the Rey figure done. Here's everyone's favourite character, Rose. And she comes with this cloak. She comes with the same weapon she comes with. I can't find her one though. It's probably dropped somewhere. It's got a bit bent in the packaging, but more or less the same. Looks pretty good. And then here's the figure itself. So she's got poncho on. It's got a hood sculpted in it. She's got, and then she's got the Imperial uniform with the white shirt and that sort of jewel she shares with her sister. It's a sort of precious metal. Smelt, Haitian smelt, I do believe. Turns the head sculpts. I think she looks a bit more sour in this one. Complexion's lighter. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same head sculpt. The hair looks a little bit different, I think. Yeah, just a bit more swept on this one, like there's more blown around. Pretty much similar. So it's got a little bit of blood there, it looks like. Nice face painting though, everything's nicely applied to the face and it looks really good. So it's not a bad figure. It's just a character. Okay, so let's take this. I'll have to pop the head off and have a good look at her without the cape. Cape's pretty rubbery. In terms of movement, she can move her arms forward through the cape, which is good. Yeah, so it's got good cuts where they're needed so that she can move her arms at least. Okay, so let's get the cape off and have a good look at her. Here's Rose from the 4-pack, Battle on Crait. I've taken off the cowl. And there's the gun she comes with. So you can have a good look at the figure. The hair is definitely different, it's more swept. You can just tell. The complexion's lighter, especially in the face. The lips are more red. can see the necklace made of Haitian smelt. She's got the leggings of the Imperial officer, the boots, the white undervest or sweatshirt. It's not a bad figure. It's just something most fans don't really want because they can't stand the character, which is a problem Disney created for itself, really. She's actually taller than the... well, she seems a little bit taller. Let's see if I can match them up. Oh no, they're the same height. Maybe she's a couple of millimeters taller, not much. So, if there is a Rose Tico fan out there, they might want to pick this figure up. And this Rose here. Not bad. Let's try the Force Link. If it works.
I'm ready for my mission. Blast him! Take cover! Blast him! Take cover! Blast him! Take cover! Low battery. I'm ready for my mission. Blast him! Take cover! Low battery.
Try this one there.
I can fix anything. Blast him! Bullseye! Blast him! Bullseye! I'm ready for my mission. Blast him! Take cover!
It's more or less the same thing, really. So it's an okay figure. It's just one you don't really need, or is not wanted by the fans. But it's nicely sculpted, and it looks like the actress, and it compares well to this one. Okay, so that's Rose. Okay, this is the snow trooper that's painted with the grey stripes and grey on the boots, legs, the undersuit really, and the armour's white. Great looking figure. It's got a removable backpack. Quite a nice looking figure really. You can see the insignia painted on the chest armour. Got some nice paint details on here. Helmet looks good with the extra stripe. It's ball jointed head, shoulders and hips. Great looking figure this. Looks really nice. You can see the boots. Great looking figure. Comes with the same blaster that First Order Snowtrooper came with. Nicely painted. It's got the extended stock. Looks really cool. You can hold it in this hand. Let's do this with two hands. I'll also try the Force Link as well. But this is a good looking figure. It's a grey paint with a sort of greenish tinge to it. Looks quite nice. Holds the blaster with one hand. Not a bad looking figure. Ball joint on the head. We didn't see these characters in the actual movie, I don't believe. We just saw regular First Order Snowtroopers. So maybe Hasbro just wanted to use the same old sculpt they used with the Force Awakens, and we can try the Force Link now.
Orders received. Orders received. Don't move. Fight for the First Order. Orders received. Don't move. Orders received. Fight for the First Order. Don't move. Fight for the First Order. Don't move. Fight for the First Order.
So the same old stuff. But the figure looks pretty cool with the grey paint, I do say that. But is it worth getting the 4-pack for? It's up to you. If you like the First Order costume designs, you might want to pick this figure up because he looks pretty decent. Looks really good actually. So that's the First Order Snowtrooper. He looks pretty, as I said, just repeating myself. Nice paint deco. And he should be, oh, he's got the Force link there. Okay, so that's the First Order. He's meant to be the pilot, but he's more just a grey painted snowtrooper, First Order snowtrooper. So now we've got the Imperial Gunner next. This is probably the most interesting of the 4 figures in the pack. It's the First Order Gunner. And that's quite a fantastic helmet design. Pretty exaggerated. It's very medieval looking. Quite nice. It's ball jointed. You can see what an exaggerated design. It's like taking the original Imperial Gunner helmet and just stretching it out. So what was a classic design now looks semi-ridiculous. It's almost, you know, quite symmetrical in a way, like this point here and that point there, going in opposite directions. Quite an exaggerated design. Then he's got the uniform, black uniform, black gloves, black boots, that sort of German influenced thing there with the sides of the legs. It's got Imperial First Order logo there, just one. Quite an amazing looking figure really. I mean, I think I prefer the original 70s design of the Imperial Gunner to this one. Just because the helmet just looks a bit too, you know, looks impractical really. But, you know, it could appeal to some. I mean, it's quite a stretched out design. I mean, the outfit's quite good. Got swivel shoulders, ball jointed head and swivel hips. Well, these are really stiff. Cool. But they do move, they're just really stiff. Okay, so quite a good looking figure. And there's the helmet. It's quite an out there design, man. Comes to that little pistol there, which you've seen before with other figures. Quite a nice sculpt. It's very much in line with a vintage Star Wars figure, this sculpt. Quite nice though. That's quite far out. Helmet from behind. So, out of the 4 figures, this one is the one that made me curious, and it's the one I wanted because it's quite an interesting design, and everyone likes the Gunner, Imperial Gunner costume, so this is how they've updated it. And there was the First Order the Imperial Ground Crew from the Rogue One as well. You can see that in this bit of the helmet, the sort of round part. Okay, so let's try the Force link on this one.
Reporting for
So usual first order, full first order slogans and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not a bad figure. I quite like it. I mean, it's quite an out there design, and yeah, you might want to pick this figure up. See if you can find him loose if you don't want to get the other four. But this one's not a bad design. Okay, we've been looking at this 4-pack. It's the Battle of Crait, The Last Jedi. Battle on Crait, I mean. You get 4 figures. And, is it worth getting? It all depends on how much you're a Star Wars fan, how much you can stomach what Disney's doing with Star Wars and all that sort of stuff. I mean, you get 4 figures. This one's never been issued before, this one's new, and this one's new. But that's just a reuse of a First Order Snowtrooper body, just painted up. This Rey has been reused many times, and all this one has is the salt on the boots. But the Snowtrooper, I mean, this greyish paint scheme looks pretty good. So it's something you might want to consider getting. The Rose is okay. And this one, this First Order Gunner, he's just pretty amazing design. I quite like this figure. So it works out £10 for the 4. It works out £2.50 each. So yeah, it's not bad. And it's good that the Entertainer's stepping up. In the US, this pack was an exclusive to one of the stores, whereas here, the Entertainer's got it, and it's discounted, and yeah, it's not bad. For £10 for 4 figures, it's not really, you know, it's not too, you know, you're not gonna, if you don't like all the figures, you're not gonna be too gutted, because you're only paying £2.50 per figure. So yeah, I mean, if you can get yourself there, and I think this one, these 2 are really good. This one's okay, and this one, you know, is a bit annoying that this is the 3rd time we've gotten her. I mean, nice packaging, colourful. So it's something you might want to pick up if you go to the Entertainer. They've got another 4-pack as well. I can't remember which one that was, but this is the one that appealed to me more because I wanted this figure. Okay, so overall I'd give it maybe 7 out of 10. You got some hits, some misses, but the ones that I think are good are this guy, this guy. She's okay, she's unnecessary. Okay, so that's the 4-pack. Force Think. Get yourself to the Entertainer, pick it up. Cheers, bye.